quitting teaching is probably the best decision I made for myself. Hi, my name is Yoshabel, if you've not seen me before, and if you have, thank you for coming back. Today is day 2 of my 75 Soft Challenge, where I make 75 videos in 75 days. If you would like some more context on that, feel free to watch my day 1 video. Basically, today I'm going to be talking about quitting teaching and my experience with that. I do just want to give you a little disclaimer. Everything I say is based on my opinion and based on working in Australia or Western Australia as a teacher. Teaching is obviously something that I had to get a 4-year bachelor's degree for, and I am obviously in debt for. So if you're not okay with being in debt for something that you're not going to use, I wouldn't suggest quitting teaching. If you're not okay with taking a pay cut to get yourself out of teaching, I would also suggest that maybe this video is not for you, because I acknowledge that I had to take a pay cut when I quit teaching, and I was okay with that. Now, what I was able to do was I moved back in with my parents, so I didn't have to worry about paying rent or anything like that. If you're not able to figure something out that way, then I don't know, maybe find another way to quit teaching. I'm not exactly giving you advice, I'm just telling you my experience. I moved back in with my parents. I don't have kids and I don't have a mortgage yet to either of those things, so I didn't have to worry about paying for those things when I quit my job. I went down to part-time teaching because that was the easiest way for me to pursue something else, and also spend a little bit less time working in a school and working in the classrooms, because that is just not for me. Basically, I was able to go down to part-time, and I started studying my master's in creative writing because that is just something that I wish to pursue. Not necessarily saying that you have to study anything else, but my next step was to look for a job that was decent pay, that didn't require too many qualifications, or that I could find transferable qualities from my teaching degree that would be relevant into the new job. I started working in a library on a casual basis while teaching part-time. If you would prefer to go down to relief while looking for a job, that's totally your decision. I personally do not enjoy doing relief teaching, because it stressed me out not knowing what I was going into when I started a relief day. Basically, working as a casual library officer meant that I got my foot in the door with the local government, and I was able to pursue other jobs from there. I started as a casual library officer. They then advertised for a part-time library officer that was on a contract, which meant consistent hours, and I was able to accrue sick leave and all that kind of stuff. Fortunately, I won that position, and I still hold that position to this day, and it gave me enough administrative experience that I felt comfortable applying for other admin roles within the local government. So that was my experience with finding another job outside of teaching. Unfortunately, I did have to quit teaching mid-year because I had to move out of my parents' house and I needed to find a job that could actually pay the rent. That was just my personal experience. I wouldn't recommend quitting mid-year if you can help it, because to this day, I still feel guilty that I was unable to report on the kids that I was working with, and I blindsided them a little bit by leaving pretty much directly after school holidays. They had a whole term 4 with a different teacher. She was also a grad teacher because it was really hard to fill that position that I was in. So very unfortunate circumstances, but I did have to look after myself and my family first. Again, just my personal experience. If you had a different experience with teaching, or if you've already quit teaching and you've had a different experience with quitting, I'd love to hear more about it. If you just want to chat, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, like and subscribe, and thank you for joining me on day 2 of 75 Soft or 75 Hard YouTube edition. I will see you tomorrow. Oh, I did this every time. You will see me tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.